We got a problem. All we got is about 3 days worth. Maybe 2 at the clip we at. Let me get 3 keys of powder, and I want to buy them all up front.
Don't get ahead of yourself, young blood. You ain't got the infrastructure.
BMF getting better and better with every episode. And this is going to be my episode 4 trailer breakdown, picking it apart for clues, seeing what we can find out to get us prepared for the coming episode. And one thing we just learned, old Pat, the OG in the game, he's got a problem. Didn't Biggie Small teach us about the 10 crack commandments? And one of those crack commandments is don't get high on your own supply. That is definitely going to come into play in this story. But let's jump into this video right now. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications, people, because I drop all kinds of videos. Power, BMF. We even go live on Fridays to talk about issues that happen of the week and around entertainment. You ever want to join me and the crew to review a show or talk about what's going on in the pop culture news? Subscribe to me on IG and send me a message. We'll make it happen. Let's watch the rest of this trailer and then we'll pick it apart.
My boss is going after everybody in the downriver area that's dealing drugs. This is over. This is finished.
You still need me as much as I need you.
Well, first thing they show us is a beautiful picture of the 8 Mile Road. And when I first went to Detroit, when I married my wife, all I wanted to do was go see 8 Mile because Eminem made that thing famous. But it ain't nothing special. Then we get to a clip where you got Southwest T with one of the 50 crew, and they looking at their product, and they pretty low. Basically, they only got a couple of days of product left, and so they've got to try to get their hands on some more. And then they voice through a picture of Meech sitting in a hotel, it looks like, and then they have a voiceover of Meech running up on Pat, and they got money in the bag, and they basically telling Pat, like, look, OG, we ain't got that much product left. We need to re-up. We want to buy all you can give us. Pat ain't trying to hear that. Pat is like, I done told y'all not to be selling too much, not to be selling too fast, and I'm your guy. So he wants to stay on these dudes' neck to control them, and he don't want them to get busted because that's going to be his #1 earners are going to lose money. And basically he's telling them that they don't have the infrastructure in order to sell the type of drugs that they trying to buy from him. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to think about this. Pat know good and damn well these dudes can get it done because he just put all kinds of pressure on them to not only get him all his money. First he said 6 days, then when he caught him in the strip club, he said 5 days, and he taxed it 10%. So I think in his heart of hearts, he knows that these dudes, if they needed to, they could get this job done. But he just don't want to help these dudes out. And then we see a picture of somebody pulling out a huge brick out of a box. And it just makes you wonder, could this be someone bringing in a new product for the fellas so that they can use and distribute? Because we know they still had a phone call with someone that got disrupted because of what happened to Southwest T. So leave me comments on if you think that's where they're going. You see them walking somewhere, and I think this is when they left Pat's office, a little upset. And then we get a clip of Meech talking to old Coach Cop, who has a lot of issues going on right now, man. You've got this Operation Drano with the new Fed bitch, and Meech is just basically talking to him like, bruh, you need to handle this business we got going on because it's like this. You need me as much as I need you. We in bed together. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I need for you to stay on your job about what's going on with this Operation Drano. And then we get to a clip where it looks as though, I'm thinking this is where they're gonna find your boy J-Mo body, because it looks like you've got different members of the police force down here, and you see Coach Cop got a scowl on his face like, man, you told me you ain't know nothing, Meech. And I'm thinking this is when they found the body in the river from where B-Mickie threw it in the river, supposed had threw it in the river. And remember, B-Mickie's giving all the credit on J-Mo's death to Meech, which could come back to backfire because I'm sure B-Mickie you guys can tell B-Mickie's itching and scratching to take over that organization. And if it came back that the streets start talking and saying that it was Meech that shot J-Mo, that's going to be an easy way to throw Meech in jail. And then we see the crew looking at something, a little distraught. This could be, you know, maybe Operation Drano was arresting somebody that these cats know. We see Meech walking out of a door. And then we see Meech and Southwest T coming downstairs near a picket fence, only to get their asses arrested. No doubt this is dealing with the Operation Drano, as Coach Cop has warned them that they coming down the stream to arrest anybody in the area doing drug game. Because that Fed chick, she's hot to trot, and she's trying to get people off them streets. And you see them throwing the fellas into the van. Then we get old Pastor Swift, Snoop Dogg, D-O-double-G, at a christening for the babies. Man, this thing is going to go sideways. He's at the christening. You see mom and dad and grandma and granddaddy standing in the background. But ladies and gentlemen, let us not forget this. I showed y'all in my breakdown video yesterday of the last episode that there's going to be dissension in the ranks between Pastor Swift and Meech and Southwest T's daddy and the mama, because now daddy has decided he's leaving the house. And you saw the way dad was looking at how Pastor Swift was holding that wife's hand. And I easily could see Snoop Dogg having some kind of affair with that woman, which is just going to cause more tension in the family and maybe rock the dad to the core to start doing dastardly deeds. Leave me comments on what you think is going to happen with that. Looking like, man, I'm always having to think three ways on my feet. I'm playing chess, not checkers. We see somebody in his crew whipping out the gun. And then one of the most telling scenes in this whole trailer, we see the homie Kato whipping out her gun and actually shooting that joint at somebody. Now, it could be Lamar, because at the end of the day, I think that whatever's going on with her and Lamar, she's going to double cross him, because I think she feels more ingratiated with Southwest T and Meech than she does Lamar, because she know there's just no loyalty with him. Now, I know there's usually no honor among thieves and crooks, but I'm thinking that because she is building trust with Meech and the crew, she might wind up trusting them and be loyal to them. And this could be a shootout where somebody's breaking into her crib, or maybe she broke into somebody else's crib and is trying to get out. But leave me comments on who you think she's shooting. And then they just finish off with Meech and Coach Cop talking about how they need each other and how you better keep telling me 3 steps ahead of what Operation Drano is going to do. And ladies and gentlemen, I can feel a little dissension from Coach Cop. I think Coach Cop is going to die. Maybe not this season, but I think he's going to die, and that's going to be it for old Coach Cop. But leave me all your comments on everything you think is about to happen in this story. Can we not forget Finale? He's not dead, and I do not think that his threat to leave town is going to cause his ass to leave town from the threat that Lamar sent him. I think most likely he's going to go back to Meech and want to take up that deal that he had, even though J-Mo is gone, and probably be within the crew with Meech and the 50 boys, because he wants protection. I'm sure he's scared, and I don't think that leaving town is exactly what he wants to do. And I hope not, man. I want him to get his face back, because he was so tough with his gun, and now he's proven to not be tough at all. But maybe he'll go back and offer his services to Meech, and Meech will take him up for it. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video. Please comment, subscribe. Get yourself that life game, man. Follow us. We go live Monday, Tuesday, and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do take guests on Tuesday and some Fridays. So if you ever want to join us to be a guest, just follow me on IG and send me a DM. Till that next Sex is Hell video, I'll see you.